Our contact from House Telvanni had asked us to help the people of Raven Rock, as well as the newly formed Morag Tong Guild here in Solstheim. That is the Morag Tong Guild building. The Morag Tong, according to most scholars, has been a facet of the culture of Morrowind almost since its beginning. After all, the history of Risdane, the ancient name of Morrowind, is rife with assassination, blood sacrifice, and religious zealotry, hallmarks of the Order. Joining and helping a guild of assassins is something I would not do, but Master Neloth has his reasons, and if we want to meet him, we need to do as he says.
You lost?
Apologies. Let me get out of your way.
The Morag Tong is not really appreciated by the House Redoran. That is why we settled a bit further away from town. We execute people for the great good, officially and legally. Well, there is a boat that links Raven Rock with Windhelm, an easy way for murderers to come to Solstheim. The Dark Brotherhood is trying to get into Solstheim. We believe they are trying to wreak havoc in Raven Rock just for the sake of it. They are also actively recruiting. One of them is in town. His target is Glover Mallory. Kill him before he tries to break the alliance between Nords and Dunmers. Fine. Huh.
The Morag Tong have been active since at least the First Era, and their targets have included multiple rulers of Tamriel, high-ranking Dunmer nobility, and countless others. The Morag Tong is unique in its sanctioned status under the Morrowind government to perform legal executions, bound under contracts called writs. And this writ talks about executing a member of the Dark Brotherhood faction. The member of the Dark Brotherhood is right here in Raven Rock, so let's hope we can do this discreetly.
And what? Need something?
Yes?
What do you need?
Oh, did you need something?
Fine. What?
He is right here on the streets of Raven Rock.
Needs Brett.
blood from a stone. As it is, we barely make
At your best, huh?
Thanks to the help of a veteran guard, Enric Blackfur won't be an issue for the Morag Tong. A mysterious note from the Dark Brotherhood. Now that the job is done, let's head back to the Morag Tong
The
hideout.
shop is busy again.
Yes? I've been out of the business so long, I almost forgot how to swing a picket.
Now for him do we see.
I hate when people ask me, what are you doing in that cemetery? I'm collecting remains so I can use them in potions. Don't waste my time with such feeble-minded questions. It's rude.
What? Nicely done. Except you're not done yet. Kill Ulfaris. He is the one who called the Dark Brotherhood for this murder. Here's the writ of execution.
I was offered some ancient Dagoth brandings. Very rare stuff. It tasted like ancient bottle-up sewage. I moved like a slug afterwards and couldn't make a coherent sentence. You're much better off selling it to a collector if you ask me.
I would never ever try brandy named after Dagoth Urzel.
What?
Back to the task at hand. We need to execute the person who summoned the Dark Brotherhood here in Solstheim. Let's get to it then. Ulfar Riss is near Telmithrin. It is quite a walk, and it is late evening. We may camp the night before proceeding.
I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Resurgence Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Resurgence Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
We will investigate these ash spawns later. Now we need to focus on this Morag Tong writ. That appears to be a bandit camp. Let's avoid them for now.
I never understood why. I just say something very plainly.
I hear something. Accident. Perish.
That's over with, at least.
These netch, a species of large tentacled creatures of Morrowind, are so pretty. I read that netch were often domesticated on the Morrowind mainland. I just love watching them.
I pity the Ashlanders. They suffered for thousands of years under the House Dunmer for their beliefs, and once proven right, the societies were decimated when the Red came.
So, I've been wondering something. I've heard things about Morrowind and slavery. Is it true?
What in particular?
Well, are slaves common? Did you have slaves with House Telvanni?
Oh, lords no. I did not have slaves. That isn't to say that the other members of the house do not. There aren't that many of them anymore. However, in Morrowind's golden era, there were a great many of them.
So there were slaves there. Didn't that bother you?
Of course it does. There just isn't much I can do about it.
Oh. Well, I guess I couldn't expect you to overthrow an entire way of life. Actually, I just had the realization this might be insensitive. How to word it? Well, no better way than being blunt, I suppose. Were you a slave?
No. I was not a slave, Remy. I was brought in as a hireling when I was quite young. In Thorn, I was known for being exceptionally skilled in alchemy for my age. Vela Oren, who was Sol's Tower alchemist, hired me to help her with the work. It was a win-win situation for us both. I got a lab and a conservatory to improve my skills with. She got an able assistant at a pittance. It was much cheaper than an educated gunman would be.
So they still took advantage of you then? Doesn't seem very win-win to me.
Well, Remy, House Telvanni values meritocracy. It was a vehicle that allowed me to reach my higher potential. As I strove to perfect my craft, I was rewarded with a promotion. I got better pay, better accommodations, expanded privileges. If they wanted to take advantage of me, they would have kept me as a hireling forever.
I suppose. I mean, if you're alright with it, I guess I should be too. But it just seems so unfair. I can already hear your voice. That's just how life in Morrowind is, Remy. But they really just took a kid and extorted him for gain, even if you did end up benefiting from it in the end.
One could see it that way, I suppose. I am grateful to House Telvanni for enabling me to excel at my craft.
Well, I'm glad they let you move up the ranks as well. We got to meet that way after all.
Me too, Remy.
Since the advent of the Third Era, slavery was illegal throughout the Empire, but protected by law in Morrowind. This exception was granted by Tiber Septim as a concession to the Dunmer, who saw the use of slaves as their ancient right.
So, there seems to be something attacking us.
Swim in deep water. Excellent fighting, Remy.
Oh, we couldn't have done it without...
Let's camp here for the night and continue when there is more light. What a magnificent sight. I still have not gotten used to these red skies of Solstheim, but the sunrises and sunsets are spectacular.
Run while you could. Scrap, get this one. I'm not sure that you've noticed, but it did not go so well. Oh, crap.
That's one. Something's wrong here. No need to thank me.
A werebear. These large lycanthropes are thought to be folklore in Nordic cultures. We were warned that hunting packs of werebears have been seen on Solstheim.
Hold on. Something's up.
Get this one. Milk drinkers.
Your end draws ever closer.
Stay still, and I'll give you a shave. Don't worry, your death won't be in vain. Use further sight.
Your teeth had no luck.
Let us end your suffering already.
That wasn't so hard.
Lurkers are daedric creatures that come from the murky waters of Hermaeus Mora's realm of Apocrypha. I wonder what they are doing here.
I've got worse cuts for
What do you need? Good morning. Where are you headed?
Scrap to sneak in the house this morning?
Alright.
No, he's too loud.
Is still being reclaimed. It's much more habitable now than it was right after the Red Year. The crops being sown are mostly ash-based, though, and wildlife still struggles.
That is Vardenfell, the home of the Dunmer, and that is Red Mountain. As of this day in the Fourth Era, the volcano is still experiencing ongoing eruptions with ash reaching as far as Solstheim. That is Tel Mithrin, the Telvanni Tower settlement on Solstheim. We will meet Master Neloth here, but for now, we will need to take care of this Morag Tong business.
That look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before. This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in travelling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here. Make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. What would you like to know? Mostly for transporting goods and people. They were pretty commonplace in Morrowind, but that was ages ago. A Silt Strider carapace is so strong it can withstand the harshest of weather. Even the legendary sandstorms of Vardenfell's Morag armor region were said to barely make a dent in them. Of course, that's all ash now. The blast from the volcano wiped most of them out. Found Dusty in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. All right. Take a look. Safe travels.
A silt strider. What a magnificent creature.
What? Huh. Very good. You deserve your place in the Morag Tong. Welcome.
Did you need something? When you're going through my stuff, let me know if you see the cog I misplaced. I can't find anything in my bag.
I think this Morag Tong armor will suit you very well.
Alright, let's get going.
That chitin armor looks good on you, Remy.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Need something?
Yes.
Thank you, Vanileth. We will return soon to help the Morag Tong in Solstheim.
Alright.
Safe travels.
We are part of the Morag Tong Guild of Assassins now. I never expected this when I left Skyrim. But Master Naloth, for some reason, wants them here in Solstheim. The Tong in its history has always maintained its traditional original position of an impartial middleman in the conflicts between the great houses in the bloody business of Dunmerry politics. That was the past. I wonder if House Redoran will accept them in Morrowind now and in the future. Time will tell.